How did the running shoes evolve kind of to meet the demand, and how did like Nike capitalize that in the 1970s running boom?
Shoes are everything. And so every bit of technology in the running world begins and ends with shoes. Back in the early 70s, the Runner's World had the first ever shoe buyer's guide. It led to an evolution in shoes. And one of the reasons that Nike took off was that they had, because of their corporate structure, they had the ability to adapt very quickly. And they had about a 5 year window where, through that quick adaptation, they kind of began monopolizing. I remember wearing a Nike shirt, it said Nike on it with a swoosh, and people would say, "What is Nike?" But for a while there, Nike was just kind of the cool runner brand, and it overtook Adidas, which was kind of the old school running shoe going back to World War II. Then everything kind of evolves around that. All of a sudden, we began looking at different fabrics for the clothing we wore so it didn't chafe and it could wick away moisture. We started looking at running watches. I remember Timex had the Timex Triathlon watch, which by modern standards, it's just a cheap little watch, but back then it was the height of technology. We learned about what shoes worked well for us. The shoe companies really worked on the technology, whether it was the design of the shoe or the constitution of the midsole or the outsole with the waffle or other different designs. It just highlights how far we've come from the time where a running shoe was just a little rubber sole with an upper, and it weighed about 6 ounces, which, by the way, Sebastian Sawe's shoe are much lighter than that right now and much thicker. So technology has definitely adapted.